Which side are you on? 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 They say in San Francisco, no neutrals now do dwell. If you support the workers, tell BlackRock to go to hell. Which side are you on? 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 If working folks are locked out, of course they're gonna fight. I hope to live to see the day free healthcare is a right. Which side are you on? Well, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
This is Steve Zeltzer with the United Front Committee for Labor Party. We're here in front of BlackRock in San Francisco, and this is the hedge fund that has investments in the Alabama United Mine Workers mine that's on strike, and also the Volvo truck plant in Virginia. And this company has over $8 trillion, which it is managing. What does that mean, managing? The word managing.
That's T with a trillion.
That's T, trillion. Over $8 trillion. Now, who are these people at BlackRock? Who do they represent? They represent the billionaire class who are destroying working people in this country. They represent union busters, not just in the United States, but around the world. They represent flippers, house flippers, who are buying houses and then raising the prices of the houses for speculative purposes. So this union busting of this company, they're basically bloodsuckers. They're bloodsuckers who want to destroy this country and the world for profit. And they're helped by the government, the Democrats and Republicans, who actually allow them to do this. These are the people who don't pay any taxes and force working people to pay taxes. These are the people that call in the police against workers, call in the National Guard against workers. They have blood on their hands because they are destroying unions in this country and around the world. That's who this company is. So we're here today to say, down with BlackRock, victory to the United Mine Workers in Alabama, victory to the Volvo workers. And also we're here today to say that the unions in this country, the union leadership, have sold these workers out. They've sold these workers out. These workers are against concessions, they're against two-tier contracts, they're against give-backs in their health care, and the union bureaucracy of the United Mine Workers and the UAW are more interested in making a deal with management than they are in fighting this company. The AFL-CIO has 13 million members. They have many members around the country. Where are they? Where are they mobilizing workers? In fact, they're afraid of mobilizing workers. They're afraid because if workers are mobilized in this country, not only will they shut down these companies and union busters, they'll also throw out this union bureaucracy, which have high salaries, which are using their salaries of workers to not defend workers, but to unite with the bosses. This is a part of labor management collaboration in this country. Labor management collaboration. In other words, the unions in this country believe in collaborating with the bosses. They believe in labor management peace. That's what they want. There's a war going on in this country, but unfortunately it's a one-sided war. That's what we have in this country. A one-sided war in which the workers are being attacked frontally by this company, this hedge fund, BlackRock, and other billionaires, and there's no united fight. So we're here, United Front Committee for a Workers' Party, a Labor Party, saying we have to have a political alternative. We have to organize the working class politically against these union busters, against slave labor, because that's what they really want. They don't care if workers get killed on the job. They don't care if workers can't take care of their families, if they can't pay their health care benefits, because they're all about making billions of dollars, all about profiteering. And the people that help them profiteer are the Democrats and Republicans. The people that allow this to happen are the Democrats and Republicans. Now, the Democrats run San Francisco. They've been attacking city workers. They've been allowing privatization of San Francisco City College and union busting. So it's not just BlackRock. It's the capitalist politicians that actually support BlackRock and the billionaires and allow for this. So we're here today to say victory to the UMWA miners in Alabama, victory to the Volvo truck workers in Virginia. We're with them. We stand with them. The working people in this country stand with them. And we say they need a complete victory. We can get a complete victory. These workers can get the support of workers in this country and around the world. So we call for solidarity. We call for unity in action. We call for united front against the union busters. And BlackRock here in San Francisco is one of these union busters. They're using their money to break unions for more profits. That's what this is all about, profiteering off the backs of working people in Alabama, the miners, profiteering off the backs of Volvo truck workers, pushing concessions, pushing give-back contracts. That's what BlackRock is about. The bottom line, profiting off the attacks on working people. And we're also with Pat Fahey, world-renowned labor singer, and he's going to sing some songs this afternoon in support of these workers. So welcome, Pat Fahey.
Tesla. So, and believe it or not, this is more real. This is not just metaphorical. So when it goes like something like this. Well, I'm sleeping in my Tesla. I ain't got nowhere to go. No, oh no, I'm sleeping in my Tesla, and I ain't got nowhere to go. You know, there's a lot more people out here in Teslas than you know, down here on Santana Road. You know, they ticketed my Tesla, got boots on every tire. They ticketed my Tesla, got boots on every tire. Yes, ma'am. There's lots of us with boots on. Looks like rocking boots is catching fire. All the Silicon Valley's got a problem, one equation they can't do, yeah. Well, what's that problem, man? Silicon Valley's everywhere, they got a problem, they can't, one equation they can't do. They can't solve housing, living in their Teslas too. Live in that Tesla. Well, I'm sleeping in my Tesla. I'll be sleeping there tonight. Oh, boo-hoo. Well, I'm sleeping in my Tesla. I'll be sleeping there tonight. Well, I'll try not to catch fire. Living on low and out of sight. Pay for that Tesla now. I even had an extra rhyme that says 0 to 60 and I got no place to go. 0 to 60 and I got no place to go. There's a lot more people you think living in their cars down here on Santana Road. Oh my goodness, yes. So I wanted to thank, hey, I have a number of people out here that are holding signs, and we have our San Francisco Police Department here. There's as many of them as us. If you want to come over and hold a sign, that'd be awesome, you know. And that's where our tax, that's your tax dollars that works, boys and girls.
More police to protect. More police to protect the BlackRock.
Hola. Oh yeah, okay. Oh well, thanks anyway. Hey, I also wanted to comment. Cosme is my friend here. And I just wanted to say that she and Steve. I've known these guys since they were like in diapers. Well, no, maybe they're in diapers now. Well, you know, we're getting older and we're all going to be in diapers. But I wanted to pass the ball along. But I wanted to thank those. All right. Thanks again. Okay.
Great. Hello, everyone. I too am.
Thanks for letting me speak here. I am a former UAW 2865 member. So I used to belong to the same union with the Volvo truck drivers. And believe it or not, although we were in different kinds of work, I was an academic worker, we had the same issues with our union bureaucracy. They sold us out, big time. They went ahead and signed a lousy contract behind our backs with our bosses. And when we attempted to challenge that, the union bureaucracy actually cut off our locals' budgets. Would you believe that? And when we actually went on strike without union authorization, it was a wildcat strike because we had no choice, because we had our backs against the wall. Like the Volvo truck drivers have right now. The union did everything in its power, the union bureaucrats did everything in their power to crush the strike hand in hand with our bosses. So from California, from the UC system to the truck drivers, the UAW bureaucracy is selling out its rank and file to have good relationships with the bosses over and over and over and over again, across the land, across the sectors. So twice here we sung, which side are you on? Hey, union bureaucrats, which side are you on?
No kidding.
Are you with your rank and file or are you with the bosses? Because if you're with the bosses, when we rise up, we're not going to spare you. You're going down. You're going down, together with the bosses. I would like to say that, and I would like to send my solidarity as a former UAW member to all the workers across the country who are striking, who are standing up for their rights, against union busting, against abysmal wages, against poor healthcare work safety conditions, against long hours, and against institutionalized racism and sexism that these fuckers are profiteering off. Thank you.
You're all super fun sites, circling the globe now in search of cheap wages. We looted the treasury and boarded our flights. And this is the chorus. Remember Ron Brown? Good. Remember they had the plane that he was in crashed, and then all these CEOs that they had on board were also killed. And so CNN mentioned, actually it was Wolf Blitzer, he says, well, they were just CEOs, you know. Well, they were just CEOs. So it goes, goodbye to Ron Brown, farewell dirty gringos. Adios to the bosses, their corporate lingo. You won't have a name when you're riding the big airplane. CNN noted they're just CEOs. My father's own father, he sailed with the yacht club. Made more in one day than you'll learn all your life. My sisters and brothers, they golf at the golf country club. And they ride in their limos till they get old and die. Goodbye, Ron Brown, and farewell to dirty gringos. Adios to the bosses, their corporate lingo. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. CNN noted that they were just CEOs. What a song. And then all of us are All of us are immoral, our tactics illegal, our resources depleted, it's time to roll on. 6,000 miles to that Croatian border, we chase down martinis and Dom Perignon. And then goodbye to Ron Brown, right? We lied to the public, we lied to the media, we lied about profits and capital gains, we lied about toxics and waste dumps and NAFTA. Out of the side of our mouth we just lie, in both sides of our mouth we just lie all the same. Goodbye to Ron Brown, farewell dirty gringos. Adios to the bosses, their corporate lingo. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. Wolf Blitzer says they were just CEOs. The sky plane had crashed near the city of Tuzla. Blinded by weather, it crashed in the snow. Who are these fat cats all scattered like sewer rats? CNN explained they're just CEOs. Now, is this the best way to exploit world's workers? Is this the best way we can pocket the dough? End up fried ice cream on some Croatian mountain and be known by no name except CEO.
The song, Which Side Are You On, was written by Florence Reese, and it was written during the time of a bitter coal strike when people in families and neighborhoods had to choose which side they were on. And I must admit, I'm really glad that I have chosen the side with you folks right here and not the side with those guys over there. And it often does seem odd there are only a few of us, but it's the principle of the thing. We have to do the right thing. We have to choose the right side. And aside from BlackRock, there are 75 billionaires who live in San Francisco and have sequestered capital. Capital that was socially generated and now it's been privatized. Probably defended by the Orrick family over there, extremely wealthy local family. And it's just good to be here, and I think history is on our side, and I'm quite confident. Even though I'm a retired worker, I'm inspired by these Volvo workers, the coal miners, all the teachers last year, the fast food workers, you know, the Palestinians in Gaza. They don't give up, so why should we give up? Thanks again for giving me the opportunity.
So this rally has been a solidarity rally with the striking miners in Alabama and the striking Volvo UAW members in Virginia. Has been called by the United Front Committee for Labor Party. We believe that one of the things working people in this country need is to get our unions out of the Democratic Party. Stop spending millions and millions of dollars on the Democrats. Where does that money go? The Democrats can't even protect the right to vote. The Democrats are allowing BlackRock and these billionaires to run roughshod over the people of this country. The reason the billionaires are getting away with what they're getting away with is because of the Democrats and Republicans. Because these political parties are paid off and are shills for these billionaires. Why in San Francisco do you have 75 billionaires and yet people are homeless? Why in San Francisco are they shutting down the community college and privatizing it? It's because of these billionaires who control the Democratic Party, the corrupt Democratic Party in San Francisco. The corrupt Democratic Party that's putting condos on a radioactive dump in Hunters Point and Treasure Island. The corruption is endemic. So while they talk about crimes, what these police should be doing, instead of standing out here supporting BlackRock, is they should be arresting the owners of BlackRock and the other billionaires in San Francisco. And the fact of the matter is the police are not arresting the real criminals. The real criminals are the people that run this country. The real criminals are the people that run BlackRock and these other companies. These are the CEOs and the billionaires are the real criminals, but they don't arrest them. They arrest the miners. They run over the miners. They attack workers who are on strike. That's what's really going on in this country. It's union busting, paid for by these billionaires, and they make working class people pay for this crisis. In the pandemic, these billionaires have gotten extremely wealthy from the pandemic. Amazon, Bezos, they're making billions, trillions of dollars where working people are dying on the job when they can't provide masks and PPE. In California, Governor Newsom is a corrupt criminal who's paid off by these corporations, who goes to dinners, $500 plate dinners paid for by the lobbyists. Who are these lobbyists? They're the billionaires who run these companies in California. So this corruption, this union busting is a joint project of the Democrats and Republicans. It's something we have to fight, and we have to form a workers' party. Break the unions from the Democrats and Republicans. Start giving the money to the Democrats. You know, they could be giving millions of dollars, and the unions are wealthy. They have these strike fund. The UAW has a massive multi-$100 million strike fund, hundreds of millions of dollars. Are they going to pay these workers who are on strike? Hell no. In fact, if you go to the website of the UAW, you won't even see any kind of campaign for these workers. The UAW could be organizing protests all over the country for these workers. They don't want to do that. They don't want to mobilize the rank and file. In fact, the auto workers in Detroit and other places are finding out about it from other groups, other socialist groups and others who are publicizing it. What does that tell us about the trade union bureaucracy? What it tells us is they're loyal to the bosses. They're loyal to demobilizing working people in this country. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a trade union bureaucracy which is corrupt, which are corporate unionists, and see their side with the capitalists and not with the workers in this country. That's what we're talking about. But we're going to end that because workers are standing up and fighting. Workers are on strike at Cummins, IAM in the East Bay, against a company that wants to take away their health care benefits. The Fisher family, John Fisher, are involved in union busting and privatizing the Port of Oakland, where they want the taxpayer to pay for a multi-billion-dollar stadium for the billionaires. That's what it's all about. The development, the crushing of working people in San Francisco by these billionaires has no bound. People are being thrown out of their homes and evicted because of BlackRock and these other billionaires. That's what they're doing. They're evicting people and speculating on the property. It's called capitalism gone wild. That's what we have in this world today. And capitalism gone wild is destroying the world. It's destroying the environment.
For those Volvo workers, I hope you are hearing this. I just wanted to also mention that just recently the World Socialist website wrote this article about that just this past Thursday, U.S. District Court judge in Detroit sentenced former UAW worker president Gary Jones to 28 months in prison for embezzling up to $1.5 million in union funds to finance golf trips, like his, he was and paid off the $250,000, ticket for Mar-a-Lago. So he was a great Trump friend, and for California villas and lavish meals. And so he got a $10,000 fine he had to pay, in addition to $42,000 for restitution to the IRS and $550,000 to the UAW. But can you imagine, he'll have to forfeit like $31,000 in cash and a little, money here and there. But can you imagine all the 400,000 UAW workers, all the money that they put in for their retirement, and the UAW, instead of working on their behalf, they were pushing for a two-tiered wage system. Can you imagine? I'm going to sing this song, but I wanted to let you know, and you can research this yourself. Why does BlackRock and all these hedge fund managers, why is the corporate state willing to pay like 100 times more for lobbying and for paying off these corporate UAW folks? Why are they willing to pay 100 times more than it would cost to just give the workers what they want? Give them health care, give them a fair wage. How? 100 times more? That's what you were talking about, Steve, about capitalism out of control, disaster capitalism, when they're willing to spend 100 times more. Now, why would they want to do that? And the answer isn't because it's practical. The answer is because it's ideological. Okay, so, you know, that's what we're fighting, an ideology, a right-wing ideology. So anyway, so which side are you on? I want to hear it. I want to hear it really loud right after this bus gets out of here. And we hope we want to include the people of the San Francisco Police Department, because we know they have a vocal choir, and we know that they can sing too. And we just invite them over here to come and sing with us, because we know, you know, which side you're on, you know. So which side are you on? 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 In San Francisco, no neutrals do now dwell. If you support the workers, tell BlackRock to go to hell. One more truck and we'll be out of this. They say in San Francisco, no neutrals now do dwell. If you support the workers, tell BlackRock to go to hell. Which side are you on? 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 Saying head fund management are hard words for a song, but BlackRock is exactly that, and what they do is wrong. Which side are you on? 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 I'm the side of the Volvo workers. Yeah, they pay off corrupt union hacks and lobby against union rights. Housing bubbles are their game, and that's what they have. That's why we have to fight. Which side are you on? 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 Let's call for federal oversight of labor unions without delay. Show their books for 30 years so auto works have a say. Which side are you on? Volvo workers, let's hear it louder. You on? Which side are you on? Which side are you on?